If you want to see how I made these ultimate nachos, with homemade tortilla chips, a homemade cheese sauce, and then throw it all together for a meal like this, stay tuned. Ultimate nachos. That's how I answer the number one question in my house every day. Dad, what's for dinner? Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining. Today, we've got a relatively simple one that I'm going to find a way to make more complicated. But with this being March Madness, games on all the time, I figured this is a good one to bring forward for all of you. So we're going to make ultimate nachos tonight. And I'm going to up the game a little bit with this because we're going to make our own tortilla chips. We'll make our own cheese sauce. And then from there, we'll just season up our ground beef, put our toppings on, throw it in the oven to broil it for a little bit, and we'll be good to go. So where we're going to start is making our tortilla chips. I got a small pack of corn tortillas from the store. Just kind of cut those in half, cut each half in thirds to give us these little triangular pieces. Our cheese sauce is going to be really simple. We've got some butter, some flour, a little bit of milk, and some cheese. We have some ground beef that was left over from pizzas we made last night. And we'll just get our taco seasoning on that, and we'll be done. So I will bring you back when we're ready to start with the tortilla chips. All right, we got the deck cleared. We're ready to start making our chips. I'm going to apologize in advance. I know this thing is a little noisy, but I don't like doing oil over an open flame, so this is just an induction cooktop that I have here. But the trade-off is it's got a big fan in it, and that makes some noise. But what I've done is taken a bottle of just vegetable oil. I've got it heated up to about 350 degrees, and we're just going to take some of our tortilla chips here and just get them going in the oil. And you're going to have to make these in a couple of batches. You don't want to overcrowd it too much. So just kind of fill this up a little bit. And we'll just let these guys swim for a few minutes. You want them to go until they're starting to get kind of golden brown. So I will bring you back when this batch is done and we're ready to pull them out of the oil. This batch looks like it's pretty good, ready to go. So I'm just going to reach in here. I'm going to lay these out on a wire rack over with some paper towel underneath it. And we'll just kind of spread them out a little bit. All right. And then the other thing we want to do now that they're out and hot is we want to sprinkle them with salt. If you don't do this at this point, the salt really won't stick to the chips. So we'll get these out, get the salt on them, let them cool. We got a little more of a pile here to do, so I'm going to get the rest of the chips fried up, and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to make our cheese sauce. Our chips are all done. Those look great. Let's move on to our cheese sauce now. So I've got half a stick of butter that I've melted down in here. Then we're going to go ahead and put, this is about 2 tablespoons of flour. Yes, we're making a roux. So we'll get that in there. Give this its a minute or so to cook down. All right, that looks good. Now I'm going to add about a cup of milk here and just stir while that's going in. Okay, I'm going to get these lumps out. We're going to let this come back up to temp, and then we'll move into adding our seasonings and our cheese. This is coming back up to temperature now. I'm just going to add a little bit of seasonings. I like to add just a little bit of dry mustard, maybe about a teaspoon. Oh, that's a bit much. And a little bit of garlic powder. This will be about half a teaspoon. And just a pinch of salt. We'll get these mixed in. Okay, I'm going to shut my heat off. And we'll go ahead and add our cheese. This is an 8-ounce block of cheese I shredded up. I'm not sure if we'll use all this or not. We'll kind of play it by ear a little bit, but you know how this drill goes. Cheese goes in, mix it around till it's melted, and then add some more. All right, and now I'm going to add the rest of this. I think we'll use the whole block here. All right, that's looking pretty good. I am going to just let the rest of this cheese melt down, but we're already most of the way done with this thing. Our last step is just going to be getting our taco meat made, and then we'll make our nachos. So I'll bring you back in just a couple of minutes. We've got one more component here to make before we can get everything assembled. So I browned up some ground beef yesterday for some pizzas that we were making. So I just saved that. We'll get that back in the pan to heat back up. So the meat's heating back up now. We can go ahead and add our taco seasoning and some water. All right, so I'm going to give this about 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll do the final build. Our nachos are out of the oven. Took about 5 minutes in there. Now I'm just going to finish with a couple of toppings that I like to add last so that they don't get damaged by the heat. So I've got some humongous green olives here that I found in the store. Okay, that looks good. Just a little bit of shredded lettuce. All right, and for me, a big dollop of sour cream. Ultimate nachos. We made the tortilla chips ourselves. We made a cheese sauce to go on it. Just throw some meat and other toppings. That's how I answer the number one question in my house every day. Dad, what's for dinner? And you can also help me answer the number two question in my house every day. Dad, how many subscribers do you have? If you like the content, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment on what you want to see or things you think I can improve on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, let's put these things together. I'm going to start off with a layer of our homemade tortilla chips. All right, and then I'm going to add some of our taco meat. And you can put as much on these as you'd like. I'm doing this one just for myself, so we'll do that. I'm going to add on some of our cheese sauce. Some black beans. Some peppers. Then some regular cheese. All right, and then I'm going to do another layer. And there we go. Now I'm going to throw this in the oven. I had it preheated to 400 degrees. I'm going to put it in there for maybe 5 minutes and dinner will be ready. So I'll bring you back once we're out of the oven. Our nachos are out of the oven. Took about 5 minutes in there. Now I'm just going to finish with a couple of toppings that I like to add last so that they don't get damaged by the heat. So I've got some humongous green olives here that I found in the store. Okay, that looks good. Just a little bit of shredded lettuce. All right, and for me, a big dollop of sour cream. And there you have it. Ultimate nachos. Homemade tortilla chips. Everything else was pretty simple. A nice homemade cheese sauce. That's how I answer the number one question in my house every day. Dad, what's for dinner? And you can also help me answer the number two question in my house every day. Dad, how many subscribers do you have? If you like the content, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment on what you want to see or things you think I can improve on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.